Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Anna. Hello, how are you? So today I did a holiday makeup look. I have a little bit of glitter, a really bold red lip, and it's just a really classic traditional holiday makeup look where you go basically all out to look good in your living room. That's exactly what I've been doing. But yeah, I really like how this makeup look turned out. It's really nice. It's very, I think to me this is very almost to the dramatic side, but not necessarily to the dramatic side, just because I have like a darker liner, a darker eye, and a bold lip. But I will definitely do softer looks and more dramatic looks as the weeks come by and as we get closer to Christmas, the holidays, and all that kinds of stuff, So yeah, I really like how this makeup look turned out. The sun did just set, so I'm actually just trying to really make the most of it, of how this makeup look turned out. But I swear it was light when I started filming. It just, the sun goes down. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look, and this is a not a pretty longish video, but you should still go get something to eat, grab a snack, munch and stuff. But yeah, if you want to see how to get this makeup look, then please go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so we're actually gonna get started as always on the eyes, since I always like to do my eyes before my makeup. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do for this holiday look. I actually kind of want to recreate what I did for a friend's wedding this weekend. One of my friends got married, and I did a really good makeup look from what I try to come up with. So maybe I'll try to recreate something like that. It is more on the warm neutral side, like on the more warm neutral makeup look. And I just did that on my last tutorial, but I feel like you can never go wrong with like a warm neutral eye. So I feel like that's what I'm gonna do today. So yeah. First of all, I'm gonna set my eyelids. I actually like to set my eyelids before I prime because I'm a little weird and I like to do things backwards sometimes. So I like to set my eyelids just before I prime my eyelids. I like to set my eyes because how some people set their T-zone before they put on their foundation so that way they don't be oily. I feel like that happens to me a lot with my eyelids. So to prevent that, I do that first. And now I'm going in with the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer in the shade Sheer. It just looks like this, and it's just a universal shade. Oh, this one's the one that doesn't have any. I have two, one that has a lot and one that doesn't have any. So I got the ones that I just got the one that didn't have any. See, it still has more. Once again, if I'm looking this way and not directly at my camera, it's because I have my mirror on my window. So yeah, I am so excited for the holidays coming up. I feel like this is actually the first holiday where I'm not stressing about finals. I low-key feel a little weird that I'm not in school anymore and not stressing about finals and looking how everyone else is. I'm just like, oh wow, like I probably never have to deal with that unless I go to grad school. But I probably never have to deal with that again. So yeah, I'm gonna go back in with my Yes Please palette from ColourPop. It just looks like this, and I think I showed it to you guys last time. But I'm actually gonna go in with Note to Self, which is this color right here, and just start that as my transition shade. This is gonna be on the more dramatic holiday look. And something that I've noticed too with my videos is that on my eyeshadow, I tend to always keep things on the crease lower here, and it kind of makes my eyes look smaller and all that. So I've been trying to actually go higher with my crease shades, like more towards my eyebrows, so that way the eyeshadow could be more up here instead of all the way hidden in my socket, since my eyes are very hooded. So I've been trying to like it's visible instead of having it hidden in the crease where my hood kind of just goes in my socket. So I've been trying to play with my eyeshadow and play with my eye shades up a lot more. Anyways, I'm so excited for this holiday because I don't have finals, A. B, I still have like 2 weeks, a week and a half off. I have all of my Christmas candles from Target that are currently burning. I have May Your Days Be Merry and Bright, and then I have the flannel blanket candles that are burning right now, and it smells so much like Christmas. And I'm not really the type to be like, oh, November 1st, it's time for Christmas. I'm more like, it has to be December for me to actually feel like it's gonna be Christmas. So I'm finally feeling it, and I'm finally in the mood of Christmas, and I'm just like, I have to do a lot of holiday shopping. But anyways, enough rambling. I'm actually gonna go in with Gno. This one right here. I have to really wash this makeup brush. After I stop filming, I'm actually wash them today. I'm actually gonna apply this into my crease as well. And as you could see, I am taking this higher. As I mentioned, I don't want my eyeshadow to be lost. So I go like this first. Like I lift my eyebrows first, and then I kind of look, I put my eyebrows back down, kind of look straight ahead, and just really get into on top of the socket, just so that way the orange does not go hidden into the socket right here. You see what I'm saying? I think I'm explaining this correctly. And since I have 2 different eye shapes, this one's more like that and it's smaller, versus this one where it's more wider and more close together than my other eyeballs. Don't like how eyes are like also cousins instead of sisters, not even related. My eyes, they're like cousins and not related. They're like second cousins, because this one's small, as you can see, but it has more lid space, versus this one that has like very little lid space, but it's bigger. I don't know if my eyes make sense. Okay, so I think I'm actually gonna go in with, I think I went with French Kiss. I think right after that I just went in with French Kiss. This one has a lot of fallout, but it's fine. I'm actually gonna go in with this e.l.f. blending brush and just kind of place that where I need it to be placed. As you can see, I'm just placing that in there. I'm not really blending it out just yet. I'm just placing this round in my crease, well, on the outer portion of my crease, so that way I could blend it in and I don't lose a lot of that color. So now going in with the blending brush I had previously, I am now going in with this brush and kind of blending it outwards, and once again looking straight ahead, so that way the brown could also be noticed on the top of my socket instead of being lost in here. As you can see, it's showing up a lot more out of my socket and not being completely lost into my socket. So now I'm gonna repeat the same steps on this side. And then once again blending this out just to make sure that those lines are not so harsh. And just making sure that it's showing up way above my socket. I'm probably gonna do something a little bit different, than how I did when I actually did this makeup, because this makeup look that I did for the actual wedding kind of reminds me of the makeup look that I just uploaded. So I'm probably gonna do something a little different, just kind of tweak it a little, like whatever color I feel like I lost with that blending, or I feel like I need to go higher, I'm just gonna go back in with the brown and kind of pack it, get swipe along, just so that way it's not as harsh as it was when I first placed it. So now I'm just blending this one more time, so that way it's not so harsh on my eye. So I'm going back into Note to Self, which is that first transition shade that we got, and kind of just bringing back all the colors that I feel like I lost because of that brown. And just making sure that it's actually visible. I'm going back into GNO and just really bringing those colors back into my crease just to make sure that they're not lost. Okay, now my neighbors are playing music. This is exactly what I need. Every time I film or something, something always has to come out in the background. Always, all the time. Now that I added more color into my crease, I'm really blending them out from my socket and bringing them all the way up. Like now you can kind of tell that I have, I guess, bigger eyes more than I make it seem that I do, because before I used to just concentrate on this area, but I don't. Looking back at old videos and looking back at how I did my makeup, even like on my previous video, I was just like, no, like everything needs to be out and about. So I'm just gonna go in with this brush, actually go back into French Kiss and just kind of blend that a little upward, just so that way it's like I'm not losing that brown either, because I felt like I kind of lost it along the way. But once again, I'm looking straight ahead just in case if I did, it's not lost anymore. Kind of wiping this brush that I used for my transition shade, kind of wiping that and just really blending that more out on my outer part of my crease, just to make sure that this is all blended. I feel like I've been blending here for like 20 minutes straight. Now that I'm pretty satisfied with my blending, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease. And for that, I'm using the CoverGirl TruBlend Undercover Concealer in the shade Golden Neutral. So I'm just gonna take whatever's on the tip right there. That's what she said. I'm getting really close to my mirror, so I'm sorry if you guys can see the process of me cutting my crease, but I have to get really, I don't have a hair, but I have to get really close to my mirror to cut my crease. So now I'm gonna go in with Butter Cake. I think it's Butter Cake. Yeah, Butter Cake now. Butter Cookie. I was about to call it Butter Cookie. And just place that where I cut my crease. I'm also watching The Grinch, but I have it in the background playing. I'm not really watching it. So if you guys can hear something, y'all know why. I'm actually gonna go ahead and spray my brush. So this is exactly the steps that I took to the wedding, except I also use Miss Metal Liquid Shadows, which I have, and I also used it in Aztec Gold. So that's obviously the one that I just used in my previous video. So I'm not trying to be repetitive, so I'm just gonna actually get some on my Real Techniques brush, which is an eyeliner brush. But I'm gonna use that to kind of make a line in my shadow. So just kind of just do this. I kind of feel like I'm losing a little bit of the glitter just because it matches too well with the eyeshadow. So actually I'm gonna also go in with Gizmo, which is this other liquid shadow that I have in this color, which I actually really like a lot, and it has like more of like a pinkish like silver effect on it. So I'm actually gonna go in with this just to kind of deepen that other one up a little. Now it looks a lot better, I feel. There we go, as you can see. Oh, that looks so much better. So now I'm gonna pop in some mascara, and the mascara I'm going to be using is the Mega Volume Mascara from Wet n Wild. It just looks like this. And I'm also gonna tightline, put on some eyelashes, and then we'll move right into the skin. So I'll see you guys in 1 second. So I actually did something a little different. First of all, I added more glitter to the line up here, but then I also went in with Vermeer from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Renaissance palette, and I just added it to my lid just so that it can get a little bit more brightness and a little more like, just so that way, just a little more light into that gold shade, because I just feel like it kind of got lost with the glitter that we had going on, so I just didn't want that to happen. But yeah, that's basically what I did, and I added the lashes, which I'll have down below. So I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Rose Primer Water Spray, and I just love to fan myself. I feel like this is so quick, and just so that way if you're in a hurry, you have a fan next to you, and this would probably take like no more than like 30 seconds so your face could dry up, especially if you're setting your makeup and you're just trying to leave. Like, you could just quickly go like this and you're on your way out. So I feel like this fanning situation, instead of just going like this, since you're not really distributing all the wind to your face, it really helps. In with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It's kind of embarrassing of how much I have left, actually, because I just really like this primer, and I use a lot of it, actually, because I feel like my pores are huge. And I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Sand. My body right now is a little bit, it's like whatever at this point. I feel like it kind of needs a little bit of this, but I do like to mix it a lot with the Different Colors Meet Your Hue foundation, even though this shade is actually way too dark for me at the moment, as you can see like how dark this is compared to my face. But however, and like even how dark it is compared to my shoulder, right? But remember in the summertime how it actually matched my face so well. It was really good for matching my face when I was in the summertime. However, it's not summer no more. So I'm gonna mix these two shades. I'm actually putting more of the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, a little more, and about a little bit like that of the Your Hue foundation, just so that way it's like I get the coverage, and kind of like how these two mesh together. And I always do this just to make sure that I'm not getting into my eyebrow, but also kind of cleaning up the top half of my eyebrow, because I don't like when I put concealer, especially because my concealer is so bright right now. But I don't like to use concealer like on top, because it just looks really weird for my dark skin tone, actually, for my skin tone. So I don't like to do that. Now I'm just using the Wet n Wild Total Face Blend. As you can see, it matches my body pretty well. If I ever do need a second layer, which I normally do a second layer, I normally just use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, because it's like at that point it's like I don't need any more darkness on my face. So as you can see, it kind of looks lighter in a way. And I just like to get everywhere. Just have my concealer here. This is my CoverGirl TruBlend concealer in the same shade. I know this looks really scary, especially how light this is, but I honestly feel with how my skin is right now, like it balanced everything out. So now I'm just going to do something that I haven't done in this channel, at least I don't think I've done, or I haven't done this in a while, but I'm using the CoverGirl, I think this is the CoverGirl, yeah, CoverGirl Queen Collection in the shade Terracotta, I think that's what it says, Terracotta. And this is just how it looks like. I'm using this to cream contour my face. I've been doing this a lot lately, and I feel like my bronzer and everything really just stands out once I do this. I put a little bit too much on the nose, but it's fine. I will fix that right after. So I go in with this Urban Decay Naked brush and just kind of stipple that all over. I have more up here, that's why I'm just like kind of bringing this kind of lower so that way it's like really blending that out. And I really like this because it adds more coverage to my cheeks, so that's why I really have been enjoying this lately, because it just adds more coverage to my face. And when you're blending concealer, especially concealer on your cheeks, you want to blend upwards and not downwards, because then it's just going to mess up the flow that you're having, that your cheekbones are more down than up, and that's something that you don't want to do. For my nose, I'm using this brush and just kind of patting that into the nose here. And there is some harshness to my face, so once again going in with my e.l.f. sponge, and I'm just kind of blending that all into my face, so that way it's like not so harsh anymore. And now I'm gonna use this high beam from, where is this from? From Benefit. There it is. So where is this from Benefit? I'm just using this high beam and just really blending this into the tops of my cheekbones, just so that way my highlight can have some things to grip on. And remember to always do your liquids before your powders, because if you do it on top of powders, it's gonna look a little splotchy, and we don't want to look splotchy here. If you feel like that works for you, then that works for you, you know? Have you guys came up with New Year's resolutions yet? I made one saying that I'm gonna put more effort into this channel, so hopefully that's true. I find the motivation to actually film, which I'm trying to find that, which I'm really finding that motivation back, but hopefully I could keep that motivation. Alright, so now it's time to set the face. So I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contouring kit, and I'm going with this banana shade. If you guys could see that I have my nails glued, mind your business. Let's go get a film. But I also am waiting to get paid, so that's why I haven't really gone to go get my nails done, but I will. Hopefully this weekend, or if not, for sure the next weekend. Because I'm also like, ugh, the holidays are also coming up, and they're coming up in like 3 weeks, and I'm just like, oh. So now to set the rest of my face, I'm using the Wet n Wild Loose Setting Powder. And I'm grabbing it with this brush and just really pack it into my face. I had just turned on my light because I feel like I'm kind of losing darkness in my room, even though it's a little warm, but it's fine. So now with that same powder, I'm actually going to press this into my skin. So I'm actually going to go in with GNO and just smudge this all over my lower lash line. I'm going in with this Lancome Crayon, which is just a regular eyeliner, and just kind of doing that. There we go. When I was like in middle school, I used to just wear like pencil eyeliner and just that. And I'm actually gonna go in with this black from the Desi Marquez palette, and I'm actually just gonna go in back to that waterline and just really set that eyeliner, just so that way it does not move throughout the day. Something that I also learned is that you also want to put this black as close to your waterline as possible, just so that way it prevents so much from the bleeding. I am now gonna go back in with the brown here. I'm trying to like talk louder than the ambulance, so that way you guys don't hear it. I'm gonna go back into that brown there just to really smudge that out, just so that way that black is also not too harsh on my end. on my lower lash line. So now going back in with the, well, not back in, I'm using the skinnier version of the Mega Length Mascara and just kind of squinting my eyes and just really get into my bottom lashes. As you can see how dramatic this holiday look is. I am now gonna go in back to my Anastasia contouring kit and taking this shade right here and just really blending that into the contour that I just have. The sun is like going in and out. It's not even cloudy, it's like mostly blue skies, but I guess I had like a cloud over it and that's why I got like super dark super quick, but it's kind of back to the light. Okay, so I'm actually going to go in with this cool tone shade in the middle so I can contour my nose because I love to contour my nose. I don't feel like my makeup look is ever complete unless I contour my nose. I am leaving on this powder too. I know it's been like a while since I put it on, but I'm leaving it on because of the fact that I just did my lower lashes. And when I do my lower lash line, I like to put in the mascara right after so that way it doesn't transfer to this area right here, like underneath my eyes, because it tends to do that if I don't have like any translucent powder right there. It tends to transfer. So I realized that once I did this, it doesn't necessarily transfer after a long period of time, so that's really good. Going back in with that powder, I am just going to get the sides of my nose and the center of my nose right here. I started doing this actually, and I feel like my nose doesn't separate no more, and that's really good because before it would separate like crazy and I just couldn't take it, and I never set the middle of my nose until I just decided one day to do it again, and I was like, maybe it changes, I don't know, but let's try it, and thankfully it does not separate no more. Now I'm just gonna set my eyebrows so you guys know the deal. I still set my eyebrows with soap, and I'm not gonna show you guys because my soap is very disgusting. Now I feel like it's safe to tap and press into the skin. I feel like it's safe to say that it's this time. Just press this into my nose. Once again, I have not bought a blush. Please don't hate me. So I'm still using Churro and Girl Bye from the Desi x Katy palette. But you know what? These two make a good blush. So I feel like until these two run out, I don't need a blush. I like to do this on my nose sometimes, but yeah. I feel like I got overboard. Just go back into that powder brush that I have and just kind of blend that out. Alright, so time for highlight. I'm still using the Dose of Colors Desi x Katy collection in the shade Fuego and Chasing the Sun. So I really like to mix these two. It's just the perfect shade for me right now. The way that these highlights mix, it's just really, really bomb. So yeah, and I feel like from having that highlight earlier, it just really makes it pop. As you can see how beautiful that looks. I'm trying to like hurry up because I still need to do my lips before the sun goes down. So I don't know, I don't have studio lights, but if I'm gonna take my YouTube seriously, I need to get studio lights, so it's probably my next really big investment. I'm just using Fuego down here because I feel like if I use Chasing the Sun down here, it looks a little too dark, but yeah, just gonna use Fuego inner corners of my eyes, the top of my brow, right there, right here, and down there. Alright y'all, now it's time for lips. Finally, we are almost done. It's time for lips now, so I'm going to use this LA Girl lip liner in the shade Forever Red. And it's not a true red, it's like more like a cherry kind of red, so it's like not so dark. So as you can see, it's not so dark, it's more like a cherry kind of the cherry candies kind of red. So I'm going into deepest purple from LA Girl as well. So now I'm going in with this NYX matte lipstick in the shade Alabama, which is just a traditional red color. The makeup look is basically complete. Hold on. We cannot forget setting spray. So this is the Manali Make It Last setting spray. This is just a traditional one. This is the original one, and now they have a matte and a dewy version. I really want to try both of them, but when I go to Target or something, it's never there, and they only have the traditional one. So yeah. Once again, back in with my fan, just because, you know, I love my fan. Alright, so I completed this makeup look just before the sun went down. So I'm pretty proud of myself. This is just the one of many looks that I'm going to be doing for the holidays, especially for New Year's Eve. You better believe I'm going to go all out with this glitter. I really like how this makeup look turned out. Just that little hint of glitter, you know, like that looks really cute and looks really subtle. I really like this new technique that I've been doing with my eyeshadows lately, just so that way it's not lost into the socket, even though this one's kind of losing it in the socket, but it's fine. It's not as bad as I used to do it. It's just like their traditional holiday makeup, red lipstick, really dramatic eyes, you know. But yeah, I'll probably be doing softer looks, probably even more bolder looks, but we shall see what the future holds for the next couple weeks. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for sticking with me honestly throughout this year. And yes, I'll see you guys in a few days in my next video. Bye.